is mentioned in the University of Alabama campus. It was built as is in 1908. The current president who lives here is Robert E. Witt. Was 115 feet tall. It sits at the south side of the quad at the University of Alabama. It was built in 1929 and rings its bell every 15 minutes. My great-great-uncle, Ollie Thompson, was the contractor for the chimes. Around the chimes are hand and footprints of the football team. In 1976, Albertville native Charles Hanna was co-captain. Richard Cole was the Alabama team captain. Here are his footprints and handprints from 1966. He was also one of our principals at Albertville Elementary School. October 5th, 1929. With the recent additions to the south end zone, the current capacity is over 101,000. It is the 7th largest stadium in the nation. This is Woods Hall. It once was a freshman dormitory. Here, my great-grandfather, William Slappy, lived as an Alabama football player in 1924. The equipment director at the University of Alabama. If you could use one word to describe Nick Saban, what would it be?
Intense. He's intense. He's very businesslike, but that's one reason why we're so successful.
How do you think Nick Saban has helped Alabama's football program?
I think he's brought back a work ethic that we were kind of gotten where we backslid on that a little bit. He's increased the character of the player we recruit. The strength program's been ramped up. The players are bigger, stronger, they're in better shape. And just from an overall business standpoint, I think he's improved the program.
What is a normal day for Nick Saban like?
He comes in early in the morning and watches film, stuff like that. We have then he meets with the coaches around 7:30 where they can talk about the football aspect of it. And then we have a full staff meeting around 10:30, and that usually lasts about an hour. And then after that, they'll meet offensively and defensively. That kind of leads on into when the players come in the afternoon. They meet, and then they go out to practice. And then he stays here probably sometimes till late at night.
What is it like on the practice field?
It's busy. There's a lot of traffic out there with players. We have about 130 players. So when they're all doing their different drills, we'll usually have 12 or 14 periods in a practice. And when a period ends, they have to go to a different spot on the field. So there's a lot of running back and forth. But it's real rhythmic and most of the time very well organized, and it goes well.
How do you get ready for game day?
When we play in Tuscaloosa, we get about 90% of our work done over at Bryant-Denny on Thursday evening, and then we finish up on Friday, play the game on Saturday, and then we turn everything around on Sunday.
Thank you for taking time for this interview.
Anytime. I was glad to do it. Thank you for coming by.
started to study Nick Saban, it's because last summer I went to the Nick Saban football camp at the University of Alabama. We didn't learn only football and how to play it, but what it means. Pride, commitment, effort, toughness, and discipline. At camp, I was training to be a quarterback. It was really fun. Every day I would work from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. We would only have a few breaks and a lot of Gatorade. My favorite thing about camp was Bama Ball, which is where we would pretend to be NFL teams, and I was on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Nick Saban is my role model, and I hope to play football for the University of Alabama one day. Roll Tide.
Say we're going to
Get some money. Oh, I got spit in my mouth. Hold on. The current capacity is over 101,000. 7th largest stadium in the nation.
go again.
Bryant-Denny Stadium. This is Woods Hall. I forgot I was 29. I'm sorry. Take 5.